Guys, can you respond? Super, guys. Yeah, yesterday we discussed about what, guys? At the rate refresh scope annotation. What it will do? What it will do? It makes a cloud config server to get updated data from. Come on, guys. Okay. Okay, guys. It makes a cloud config server to get the updated data from external config file like git account file or native config file, local drive file. Okay, to microservice boss, to microservice by creating new object if necessary. By creating new object if necessary for the REST controller class where you want to inject the values. Got it, guys? Super. Okay, today in that process we have worked with what, guys? Actuator refresh. Did we discuss, guys? Actuator whose name is refresh boss. But today we'll try to understand all Spring Boot actuator chapter. Spring Boot actuators chapters completely was. Today, tomorrow, how many days required? Those many days. What is Spring Boot actuators was? They are ready-made microservices, ready-made REST controllers of Spring Boot project, so that their services can be used on the existing Spring Boot application to enjoy non-functional features they are providing, like health metrics, what is that? Thread dump information, heap dump information, okay, in a lot of other details which are non-functional features, They are not part of our regular insert delete kind of operations, boss. They enable overall control on the project by providing non-functional features on the project. Everyone getting my point? Production server. The server in which application is deployed to give services to end user for commercial use is called production servers. For production use is called commercial. This server manages live code and live database. And when I say production server, very simple. After release of the project is received and deployed in what? Client organization setup, from where project runs, from where customers of the client organization access the project, where real data is there. Actuators concept is not there in Spring. It is there in Spring Boot only. Yeah, old days, dedicate high-end system for production server, guys. Before arrival of this cloud setup, guys, every company used to have their own high-end setup for production server, where live database, live application execution takes place. Every day, a lot of data will be generated, all this stuff, guys. Recent days, using cloud environment, rental basis infrastructure like AWS, Google Cloud, and etc. Super, guys. Production environment are set up. The software and tools that are used in production server to deploy and run the application is called production environment or setup. Production environment and setup. The software and tools that are used in production server to deploy and run the application is called production environment or setup phase. Example, JDK software, Wildfly server, Tomcat server, Jenkins, Docker, and etc. Hey, what array? I talked about code and the live database should be there in production server. Okay, whatever setup is required to execute the code, to develop the code is called production setup. Production setup. Are nothing but released project, nothing but released project code or released project. Next, endpoint. Yeah, don't keep surprising face here. We already discussed what is endpoint. Can you tell me what is endpoint, my dear? The REST API or REST service or some other service that is ready to use is called endpoint. That is nothing but a REST controller related URL, Rabab. A REST controller related URL. In order to take services from any endpoint, nothing but REST controller, we need to gather endpoint details like URL, method type, path variables, and etc. Our REST controller information and various REST method information together is called endpoint details. Together are called endpoint details. Together are called endpoint details. Got it? HTTP 9910 emp/show URL. Get is the method type. ID name are the path variables. Input type JSON, output type string. Input type JSON, output type string, guys. And this kind of details, these are endpoint details. This is the base URL, method type. To enjoy the services of that method, get mode request is required. To give inputs, we have to use these two as ID path variables. What input it takes, JSON, what output it gives, string. Like all these details together called endpoint details, guys. Okay. Spring Boot actuators. It is a production ready endpoint. What do you mean by production ready was? Production ready. When project is in production environment, if we add Spring Boot actuators, we will get a lot of ready-made facilities as non-functional features. We will get a lot of non-functional features as ready-made facilities, boss. Spring Boot actuator, guys. It is production ready endpoint. It is production ready endpoint. Built-in REST service, guys. What is this built-in REST service? Built-in REST service given by Spring Boot people to perform non-functional operations on production environment. Okay, non-functional operation on the production environment of the Spring Boot project. Okay, I think you understood, guys. It's a production ready endpoint. That means production ready RESTful web service given by Spring Boot people to perform non-functional operations. Because of that, no business activity will take place. But Listen. I'll take one small real life example to understand this one, guys. In Naresh IT kind of organization, who are the two important people, guys? Number one, faculty. Number two, students. Some case, number three, counselors. To get the admission of the student, counselors are required. But do you think Naresh IT will have only these three departments? Do you really think Naresh IT is having only these three departments? No, na. Naresh IT will have a security department. Yes, na, boss. Why? To take care of, to protect the resources of the Naresh IT. Okay, next, Naresh IT will have an accounts department to take care of government related taxation and other things. Yes or no, boss? Naresh IT will have some marketing department. Naresh IT will have some other departments, right now, boss? Placement department. Yes, no, boss. But all these are not talking about main business activity. For main business activities, student, faculties, and counselors are sufficient. Counselors are sufficient. But what we are doing here? We are keeping other departments also, na? Similarly, project is for air ticket booking, boss. If I write only business logic of air ticket booking, basic functionality is done. But on the top of that, if I apply non-functional feature like security kind of thing, logging kind of thing, health kind of thing, X kind of thing, Y kind of thing, they will help you to run the project more effectively or not. They will help you to monitor the project so nicely or not. Deepak Kumar, can't you control your excitement? Can't you wait until I launch health actuator? I think Deepak Kumar, last 2 days you are exciting a little bit. Okay. Super, guys. Health, info, config props, beans, login, refresh, and etc. Generally, we get 13 plus ready-made actuators. That means 13 plus ready-made non-functional features which are required for better management of the project, better maintenance of the project will come automatically on every Spring Boot project as ready-made services to use. Is it not interesting, Babu? Is it not interesting? That too as what? Ready-made REST services. Up to Spring Boot 2.5, we used to see two actuators as activated or enabled actuator by default. They are health and info. 2.5. They are health and info. From Spring Boot 2.x, they are giving only health as the defaultly activated. Defaultly activated actuator. Health as defaultly activated actuator. Super boss. In any MS project, add Spring Boot actuators dependency in order to use Spring Boot actuator service. This is what. You can add it through right-click activity. We can add it through right-click activity. In current application also, we can add it, boss. In current application also, you can add it. URL to see defaultly activated actuator, current port number and activator. By default, it will activate only health, boss. By default, it will activate only health. You want to see that? You want to see that? You take any MS project, Babu. You take any MS project. We'll take a separate project also. For the timing, I'm showing. You take any MS project. Okay, for example, you take a stud service, right? Right click, guys. Health is one actuator name. It will give health of the project. Project is up or down a problem. What memory information it will give. Health boss. Overall health of the project information will come. Come on. Health. How is your health? What you respond? Good. Not good. Some up and down. Got it? Health, health. Spring here. Starters here. Spring here. Starters here. Spring Boot actuators there. Select pom.xml, finish. Select pom.xml, finish. Okay. Right click on main class. Okay, you can run from other places also. Run as a Java application. Run as a Java application. We have already added yesterday. Okay, it's going to be second time, huh? Oh, sorry then. I think in yesterday we have already added it, seems, if I am not wrong. Okay, Spring Boot actuators. Yes, 2 times they have come up. Spring Boot actuators. Right. But problem is, 1 minute. This project is dealing with what, guys? This project is dealing with what? Config server information. But I have not started config server. That's why it hurted, right? That's why it hurted. Error is not because of that. Error is because I have not started config server, right? Okay, no problem. Hey, not compulsory to start config server to work with them. Somehow our project is having dependency. Somehow our project is having dependency. Eureka is not compulsory. Na? You can run microservice project without Eureka server also. When you want load balance, other things, then Eureka server comes into picture. If you want to execute individual one, you can execute directly. Let me show that. Right click, guys. Run as a Java application, guys. I hope this time you won't get any error. Ooh. Anything we have done yesterday? Anything we have done yesterday? Okay, 1 minute. Let's run all the things together. Actually, not required, guys. Let's start Eureka server also. Yesterday we kept everything, no? Okay, anyhow, our focus is not on this stuff, guys. Acha, okay. There is an entry in application.properties, na? Sorry. There is an entry in application.properties, right now? That's why this headache. You can run the MS without Eureka server. But in application.properties of MS, we kept URL, right? To register with Eureka server. Don't forget that, boss. Right click, run as a Java application. Yeah. Right. This one, boss. Tell me. HTTP// 8761 8761. Come on, guys. After that, what next? 8761. Okay. Actuators. Actuator coming or not coming? Yeah, even though these many things are there, okay, it is just giving information about health only, right? Health slash. This is basic path, guys. This is. Now listen, sir. In here where we have a different screenshot, na. But here different feel is coming. You have to install what plugin, guys? Can you tell me what plugin? JSON plugin in Chroma. You have to install JSON plugin in Chrome. Am I right? Is it the plugin now? Then when you install JSON plugin in the Chrome, you will get look like this. You will get the look like this. Is clear, guys. By default, it is talking about health only. Check it out, health rod, path, everything. It's talking about only health. JSON viewer plugin. If you install JSON viewer plugin, you will get this kind of link, boss. Okay. No, it is just listing the by default activated actuators. It is just listing the actuator which are enabled by default. Okay, that means in every Spring Boot project. Oh, you are saying you are going in that angle. Fine, no problem. We'll see like this. 990, happy. 990 actuator. Like this also fine. 990 actuators. Am I right? Okay, I think we haven't started only student service. 9901 actuator. 9901 actuator. Sir, why these many are coming? Why these many are coming? Can you guess? Because I said star. Oh, I think my discussion is going somewhere wrong track. Okay. Somewhere, I think I have said star, guys. In student service. In student service, I said star na. So what happens, guys? All the actuators will come or not? 1 minute. I don't do like this. Let's take a fresh project. This will confuse you. Wait a minute. Because I just want to show by default health actuator is coming. I just want to show by default health actuator is coming. Let's take a fresh project, boss. Okay, let me show the fresh project. By taking fresh project. Let's stop the remaining things. Boot MS Pros, how much? Boot MS Pros, how much, guys? Okay. Boot MS Pros 10. Okay. Array, in Eureka server might be actuator dependency coming internally. That's why it is coming automatically, guys. 8, 8. 8. Tell me. Spring Boot actuators. Spring Boot actuators. I think we are following 08. Spring Boot actuators. Come on. What is this? Spring Web. I'm developing purely as a normal RESTful application, guys. If you want, you can develop MS also, not a issue. Okay. Say next. If you're interested, you can add dev tools also, guys. Not a problem. Finish. Spring Boot actuators, guys. Application dot properties, REST service RMS port number, server dot port, okay, 9900. Application name, service instance name, Spring dot application dot name. Okay. Okay, what is this? Actuator hyphen service. Actuator hyphen service. Hey, something above. Hey, these are optional boss. Okay. Now let's go to this one, guys. com.nt.rest. com.nt.rest. Actuator operations controller. Actuator operations controller or actuator demo operations controller. Some name, Rava. Some name. Okay. @REST controller, guys. @request mapping, guys. Okay. What is this? What is this? Demo. Actuator underscore demo. Some name, Rava. Super. Okay. Now tell me next one. Public response entity string. Public response entity string. Come on. Okay. Public response entity string. Okay. Show message. Array something. Show message. @get mapping /details. /details. Tell me. Return response entity. What is their string? Response entity string. Okay. Welcome to actuators demo. New response entity string. Welcome to actuators demo. HTTP status dot. HTTP status dot. Okay. HTTP status dot. HTTP status dot. Okay. HTTP status dot. Okay. Yeah. Actuators are there, but no actuator is activated here, right? Agree with me? No actuator is activated here. Run as a Java application. Run as a Java application. Super. Yeah. What is the path, guys? HTTP localhost. What's the path? 999900 na 9900. Tell me what is the next one, guys? Actuator underscore demo /details. Yeah, welcome to actuators demo. This is not a great thing. So here /actuator. Yeah, by default, what is coming, guys? Health is coming. By default, what is coming, guys? Health. Okay. This information comes when you add JSON viewer plugin, boss. Otherwise, you will get in a horizontal manner. So by default, what is the plugin that is in active mode? What is the actuator that is in active mode? Come on. Up to Spring Boot 2.5 to info and health. From Spring Boot 6.6. Everyone understanding my statement? When you click on it, nothing will be there, guys. Yeah. Click on this one, up. By default, health activator is showing status is up, right? Status is up. Click on it. Fine. This is the basic URL. This is the basic URL, right now, boss? Okay. Slash health, slash health, slash actuator, underscore demo, slash details. Let's see. Okay, it's not taking, boss. It's not taking. I thought it will take, but fine. We'll see. We'll include those extra things and we will see their services. But this is to get the basic one. This is to get the health related one. But right now only what is the status of the application is coming up or down. Okay. I'll talk much on it. I will talk much on it. Okay. Maybe super. This is the information. But you want to get same information in a vertical manner. What is the other thing I have to use, guys? This one. If you want to get like this. If you want to get like this. Tell me here. To get this view, what is the one we should use? To get this view, take the support of JSON viewer plugin. Not take the support of install JSON viewer plugin in Chrome browser. Plugin in Chrome browser. JSON viewer plugin in Chrome browser. Yeah. Just to follow the procedure in the internet, you will get an option. Okay. How to install, guys? Installing JSON viewer plugin. In Chrome. JSON viewer plugin for Chrome. Why it is going to Yahoo Rababu? It should go to Google now. Okay. Google.com. Yeah, people are saying what? Sir, Chat GPT has come now. Does it kills all the jobs of developers? That's a wrong feeling, Rababu. No one can replace programmer. No one can replace human brain. Got it? Please. Chat GPT is not going to replace any developer. Yes, it may replace content writers, document writers. It will help a lot in drafting work, boss. It will help a lot to write a drafting, but it's not going to replace the programmer. No, sir, I asked Chat GPT to write a C program of adding 2 numbers. It has come so nicely. And small programs will come, Babu. Give a big task. Ask Chat GPT to develop system driver for sound bar. Can it develop? Can it develop, guys? No, no. Definitely, I can say one thing. It is going to help developer more and more. Earlier, developer used to choose one among the 10, 15. But now ChatGPT gives more intelligent results, more sensible results. So that makes developer job easy. But it is not going to replace the developer. Yes, hard time for document writers, hard time for content writer. I'll tell one of the case study what I have gone through. One of my cousin doing some fellowship in medical field. She needs to write one thesis. She spent 3-4 months time by spending time in Google, by reading books, by going to libraries to complete that thesis. After arrival of ChatGPT, she has given some important keywords. She has given some important keywords of that thesis and submit the same request to ChatGPT. 80% matching thesis has come in 1 hour time. It has taken 1 hour time, but it has given 80% matching thesis content in 1 hour time. So now tell me, where is 3 months, where is 1 hour? So definitely productive for content writers, but it is not going to replace the developers. Clear, guys? Okay. And we need not to worry much, boss. As of now, it is running on static content. Very soon they will go for live content. So when they go for live content, what happens? We are waiting and see. But as of now, it's purely up to 2022 static content. Up to 2020 static content. You ask who is Prime Minister of India, it may not respond. It will give information up to 2022. You ask captain of Indian cricket team, it may respond Kohli as the captain. Got it, no, boss? Some limitations are there. I agree that. Okay. Yeah, will kill IT jobs means IT means not only development jobs, Rama. There are so many jobs in IT. Lots of people worries a lot. Lots of people worries a lot, guys. Okay. Listen, guys, there is option called add to Chrome. If you click on it, your work is done. If you click on it, your work is done, right? Okay. People creates rumors like this, Rababu. What is there in that? Earlier they said Python came, Java gone. Later data science came, Python gone. But now they are saying in data science, Java, Python, both are required. After a few days, they will create some more story. Because these are the content creators now, boss. They create anything. They create anything for hype, boss. Use this URL to add JSON viewer plugin. Yeah, some extent I can say, boss. Instead of Stack Overflow, people may believe using ChatGPT if it is good in dynamic data. Stack Overflow can get some problems because earlier any problem we paste in Stack Overflow, we get the results, right? Okay, that may get some problem if ChatGPT is effectively developed with the dynamic data. Otherwise, ChatGPT, fine, no problem. Another Another innovation which is not going to affect programming world. It will affect content writing world, no doubt. Okay, let it be, guys. Display, all this stuff is taken, custom service is taken, actuator, and by default it is giving about health only, na boss? Super. Okay, now listen. Let's study about health in detail. This actuator gives health metrics info like current application is up or down. Using this actuator, we can also get more details related to memory, like a disk space, pre-space, user space, and etc. It is a defaultly activated Spring Boot actuator. It is a defaultly activated Spring Boot actuator. Tell me, guys. These actuator services are very useful for project maintenance team. Generally, that is what DevOps team. DevOps team uses this one a lot, Rabab, because they maintain the project. It is activated. It is default. Super, guys. When you click on health, you will get status up and down. Already I have shown now, boss. If you write actuator/health, you will get the status of the project. Right now, my project is up now, boss. That's right. Application is good. To get more memory details about the application, we need to add one or more supporting entries in application.properties. Listen, guys, to get memory details memory details default using with health actuator. Management dot endpoint dot health dot show details. I'm asking, try to give more details about health endpoint, health actuator. Try to give more details about health actuator. Super, guys. Once you say this entry was, once you add this entry, what are the possible values, guys? Always, never. Default is never. When authorized, when username passwords are produced. Okay, when security is enabled, when you provide correct username password, then this. When you provide correct username password, then this, guys. When you provide correct username password, then this one. Show details always, never when authorized. Listen, what's the meaning of this? Health metrics memory detail, though you have not logged into the application. Never, don't give health metrics. Health metrics means stable information. Use health metrics memory details only for the logged in user of the application. I mean, it's authenticated and authorization is completed. When you add security to the same project, when authentication is completed, then only you will get health metrics and the health information. Otherwise, you will not get. So wait a minute, guys. I'll go to this place. Today, you people are not active, boss. What happened? Feeling bored? Feeling not interesting? Enable health actuator. Enable health actuator to get more details. Actuator to get more details. To get more details. Tell me here, what is there, guys? Management dot management dot endpoint dot health dot show iPhone details. Endpoint dot tell me health dot show iPhone details is equal to always. Yes. Okay, guys, always. More details will come. Check it out this time. More details are coming. Check it out, guys. See, status up. Uh, Total memory is this. This is free memory. In bytes, this is giving. This is free memory, guys. Threshold. Threshold means what, guys? Can you help me? Can you help me? What is threshold? What is threshold? Any idea? Come on, guys. This is total memory. This is free memory. This is used memory, right? This is used memory. Threshold means used memory. Path, guys, where it is there physically. Is it exist? Yes. Ping status up. Okay, what is status cost? You're getting more information related to memory or not? Okay, default never. I need not to check that. Okay, you want to check with never. Anyhow, dev tools added na. You modify, changes will be taken automatically. You modify, guys, say refresh. Okay, never means what? Only status is coming, memory details are not coming. So that means not activated. More details. For more details, it is not activated, boss. For more details, it is not activated. Say, guys. It's coming or not coming? It's coming or not coming? Tell me. To disable any activator, I want to disable activator completely, boss. Management dot endpoint ID dot enabled is equal to false. Endpoint ID is like beans info, etc. boss. Health beans info, etc. So now let me disable this actuator, guys. Disabling the actuator. Tell me. Tell me what is there. Management dot endpoint dot tell me endpoint ID dot enabled. Endpoint ID is what? Health dot enabled is equal to false. Yeah, is equal to false. Yeah, even health also error is coming now, boss. Even for health also error is coming now. Understanding my statement. Even for health also error is coming now, boss. Super. Why error is coming? Because we disabled that, guys. We disabled it. You say true by default. Health is enabled, boss. You say true, guys. Refresh. Coming or not coming? To enable certain actuator which is not activated by default. Which is not activated by default. Health is by default activated, but I want to activate info, boss. Then what you do? Management dot endpoints dot web dot exposure dot include. Activate is equal to info. Activates only info actuator. If I write info comma health, activates only info comma health actuator. If I write star, it will activate all actuators. It will activate all actuators. Okay, let's see. Let's see, guys. See, this is already activated. I want to get more details. This is to enable health actuator, right? To enable or to active or deactive already available health actuator, boss. Okay. Tell me, guys. To enable all the actuators of Spring Boot. All the actuators of Spring Boot. What is the key, guys? Management dot endpoints dot web dot exposure dot include is equal to star. Management dot endpoint dot web dot exposure dot include is equal to star. Okay, include is equal to star. Are you understanding my statement? Okay. Now tell me, guys. Now when I say actuator, all actuators will come now, boss. Oh, when I say star, not coming, Rababu. When I say star, include star. Any spell mistake? Management dot endpoint dot web dot exposure dot include star. Okay, then I should get all actuators now, boss. All actuators. What happened? Endpoints, huh? Endpoints or endpoint? Is it endpoints? Sure. Acha, here endpoint, here endpoints. Super. Nice observation, Rob. Otherwise, it would have wasted our time like anything. Yeah. Now see, guys, all these are the actuators that are there. This is basic, you are leave it. Beans is one actuator, cache is one actuator. Okay. Health is there, health. Info is there, conditions is there, config properties is there. Okay. Environment is there, environment. Loggers is there, heap dump is there, thread dump is there, metrics is there, scheduled task is there, mappings are there. So nearly 13 are there, na? 13. You count, you will get 13. Understanding my statement? When all actuators are activated, you will get it. Super. Okay, shall we go to the info now? Info actuator. Yeah, don't think much, boss. In production, which actuators are used much? Thread dump, heap dump, loggers. These will be used a lot. Especially DevOps team, they get the requirement from give me thread dump, give me which threads are involved. Whenever exception is raised, they collect the thread information, guys. They simply collect the thread information. Right, guys? Yeah, we'll discuss. We'll discuss all 10 plus actuators. I will discuss. This is not end. This is not end. Deepak Kumar. Okay. Uh, Deepak Kumar, I think you are very much excited, or you are new to me. Either you are new to me or you are very much excited because you are not understanding the way subject will be taught here. Okay. Use information about current application in JSON content. JSON content when user gives request to this info actuator. For that, we need to maintain information about application in application.properties file, having fixed prefixes, fixed prefixes in the keys. Okay. In this, that is what, guys? That is what, guys? Info.app is the fixed key. Info.app is the fixed key. Understanding my statement? So that is. Okay, guys. That is info.app. That is info.app. Fine, boss. Okay, we keep the previous one as it is. Either star or info, your choice. Endpoints.info or star here. Now listen. Application.properties file, you have to add like this. You have to add information about the project, boss. You have to add information about the project. Sir, why should I add it? Array, DevOps team wants to know about the project. By using DevOps setup. DevOps team can use these actuators, boss. Without opening the source code of the project, they want to get information about the project. That time this info actuator is good. But to support info actuator, we should add some entries here. We must add entries here. Come on, boss. Okay. So what is the point here? If the project maintenance team, which is DevOps team, wants to know more info about, if the project maintenance team, which is DevOps team, wants to know more info about, okay, current project without having access to source code, then they can get that info through info actuators. Using info actuators. Understanding my statement, guys? Yeah, this is the prefix, guys. This is called prefix. Yeah, this is my choice, guys. Our choice can be anything. Can be anything. This is fixed, guys. This is fixed, guys. Okay, guys. Hey, I'm talking about project information, right? Nothing else. Project information, Aditya. You are not getting the basic point. DevOps team, maintenance team don't have access to source code, but they don't want to open the project source code, but they want to know about the project. That time this kind of issues will be there or not. This kind of information we can provide to, if we provide in application dot properties, it will reflect where. Oh, data related to related info actuator. Info dot app dot name. What is the project name, guys? Actuators project. Info dot app dot vendor. Who is the vendor? Who is the vendor? Array developed for Citibank. Array some name Rav. Info dot app dot created by anything I can take. Created by CTS Technologies. It only size 20 module. Info dot array. Info dot app is fixed. Remaining everything is our choice. Info dot app. Info dot app size 20 boss. Info dot what is there? Team size. Team size 30 member 30 plus. Write your choice information. Info dot io dot current version or version. Okay, the released version is 6.7.1. And every project will have version about. Okay, boss. Right, guys. All are activated. Tell me here, actuator slash info. Actuator slash info. Oh, not coming. Why not coming? Yeah, we activated, but we have not enabled, boss. We have activated, but we have not enabled. Check it out. Management.info.env.environment. Management.info.env.enabled true. Enabled true. Are you understanding my statement? Okay. Okay. Enable. Info actuator. Yeah, you cannot remember keys, boss. I am also not remembering. Copy paste. Inspire copy paste. Management dot tell me. Management dot environment dot info. Still gone wrong, I know that. Info dot environment dot info dot environment dot info dot environment dot enabled is equal to what, guys? Is equal to what? True na? Have a look now. Yeah. Is giving information about the project to DevOps team, maintenance team na, boss? It's giving information to project or DevOps team. Without touching the source code, they can get it. This is purely, you don't understand its purpose now, boss. When project is there in production, when project is there in what? Yeah, if you want to disable this actuator, false, boss. Info dot disabled. That's not an issue. Are you getting this information, my dear? Are you getting that information here? Come on. Super. Okay. Maybe it's very useful to know build versions, project versions. Come on, guys. Every project will have some build versions. They will maintain some build versions, right, boss? How to display n number of microservice details in single URL. Vikrant Basar, actuators are not there to give microservice details. Sorry. Okay. Actually, we have other things now, boss. We have other things now for that one. Mappings actuator is there. We'll give all the mapping URLs. We'll give all the mapping URLs, boss. I'm using every day to check health in production or to check which release branch is deployed. Tell me. Satish Gowda is confirming, Rababu. Satish Gowda is confirming. Check it out. I'm using every day to check health in production or to check which release branch is used. I think for second operation is using info. First operation is using health. For first operation is using health actuator. For second operation is using what? This one. Okay, boss. Very, very useful to know which build version code is under execution. Code is under execution. I think this makes sense now. This really makes sense now, right, boss? Okay. This is about health and actuators, health and info actuators, boss. I'll talk about remaining actuators in tomorrow's class. Understanding my statement? Satya. Small doubt. Spring Boot actuator comes under microservices. It's not, actually we study along with the microservices. Right? Super. Are you uploading daily class node in Google Classroom? Yes. I'm uploading, Santosh. Maybe you are seeing in a wrong place. How much minimum memory is run microservice application laptop? I think 8 GB is sufficient, Rababu. It's all about Tomcat server, na? Whatever setup is required for Tomcat, that is sufficient. Okay, Satya. I have switched 8PS to Wipro 4 months back, started working for Apple client, but we are two devs only working from offshore and no offshore team before we joined. Hardly we have sync ups with the onshore team. And lead, we are getting assigned with every less work that is negligible, and my delivery manager is not willing to release from the current project and move to another project. I am not sure what I have to do. Thinking that staying in this project will impact my job. Please give your inputs or suggestions. It will not impact your job because since you are a key resource, that's why he's not releasing that project. He's feeling you are a key resource because they are climbing bill on you. They're climbing below you, so don't worry about it. But learn microservices, keep your profile ready. By that time, you will complete 1 year. If you're still not enjoying job, change the job. Change the job. Okay. Super. Are you uploading? Upload. How much memory is required? When MS design pattern will start? Okay. Some design patterns I will cover. Exclusive MS design pattern is a separate batch, boss. I will let you know. Right. I'm the senior person interview panel at HCL. We need immediate joiner for US location, but they should have H1. Could you please refer anyone? Okay. Amul, can you mail me the details? Super. Hi, sir. Add config server related code to the Google Classroom. Already I have added. Code you want? Fine. I'll give later. I'm facing blur problem with my laptop. How to fix it? I think a blur problem means, madam, you have to go to laptop showroom once. Not getting call from, I want to change jobs, sir. OnePlus wait till March end or April end. Everything, market will be normal, boss. Market will become normal. Super, guys. Anil Reddy, whatever material I am using, I am keeping there. Past materials I will give. One day I will give, don't worry. Thank you. Have a nice time. We'll meet tomorrow.